Once again, it's Celine Monique. We're going to be doing a question and answer session, so stay tuned. It's Celine Monique. I am your manifesting coach, and I am here to help you control your thoughts so that you can live the life of your dreams. And if you are new to my channel, make sure that you check out the Manifesting Bubble podcast. It is my exclusive podcast that is available on all major platforms, including Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and more. All right. You can also access it through my website, and I will give you guys a link to that below. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. And click the bell so that you are notified whenever I have a new video. So today I'm going to be answering your questions. Several people have asked me in my group, the Blue Room VIP Manifesting Group, and if you are not in my Facebook group, please make sure that you check it out. Okay, I will put the link below so that you can join us in the group. All right, so these are questions that you guys have about manifesting. I wanted to dedicate some time to answering them. I do answer questions from my group, and if you guys email me or comment, you can ask me questions, and if I have the answer, I will make sure that I give it to you. So we had a question about anxiety. What to do if you are experiencing anxiety, and how can you manifest it away? So one of the things about anxiety, and I'm not a medical doctor, I am an EMT, but I am not a medical doctor. But the thing about the best thing that I can say is that if you are having like a medical emergency, to talk to a medical professional. Okay, that's first and foremost. So if you know like your anxiety is causing you, health problems, then, go talk to your doctor. But if you are having anxieties like worries and fears and doubts, things that you know that you can possibly gain control of, and that, we all have it, especially with everything that's going on right now. I think all of us have some level of stress or worry or doubt or anxiety, just based on when we go out, we got to wear masks, and we got to be on extra high alert for, people coughing and things like that, because of it is out there still. But also, just the racial tension, the things that have been going on with inequality, and just police brutality, and just senseless killing and violence, explosions happening in other countries, and just all the chaos that has come with 2020. I just must say that, okay? It's 2020, and we have been experiencing a lot of anxiety and worry and stress. And, one of the best ways to actually help ourselves through this is to flip our thoughts. Pay very close attention to the thoughts that you are having that are causing you anxiety. So, for example, if you are having, if you are freaked out to go out and do your normal grocery shopping because you're afraid that you're going to catch it, we want to flip those thoughts. What thoughts are giving me anxiety? It gives me anxiety. So whenever I have a thought about it, I am going to switch those thoughts around. I'm going to tell myself, no, I am healthy. I am doing well. My body is working at tip-top shape. All of my cells, all of my white blood cells, my immune are working hard against any foreign invaders. My immune system is working in ultimate capacity, and I am divinely covered by God, by Allah. Okay, I'm protected by God. So just when those thoughts of, this is just an example, if it's a thought of it, flip those thoughts that I'm protected, I'm healthy, I'm well. Look at me, I'm fine. I don't feel sick at all. I am well. I am healthy. So going back over, putting in the work, and make sure you check out my video, Putting in the Work, because that can actually help you, when times do get tough. Other things that give us anxiety could be worry, anxiety, stress. Could also be money, like the money issues. When I have to pay a bill, it gives me anxiety and stress. And I'm not affirming this. I'm just using it as an example, universe. I'm not. Got to make that clear, okay? This is just an example. But we want to watch our vocabulary, Okay, we want to watch our language when we are discussing things that give us anxiety. We don't want to keep affirming it. Like, it stresses me out every time I have to pay a bill. Stop saying that. Say, I enjoy paying my bills. I always have enough money to pay my bills. Money flows to me freely. I have always have enough to pay my bills, and I have a lot more left over that I could do what I want. Money, I'm happy to pay my bills. Things always work out in my favor. I always pay my bills on time. I pay my bills months in advance, so I don't even have to worry about them. Start affirming what you do want. So, you know, money, and you got to identify too, why do I have an anxiety about money? Oh, because that time when I was real broke. Oh, that time where I didn't have enough to pay a bill and they shut off a service, you know, or I had to choose either groceries or light bill, and I chose groceries and then the lights. Whatever it is, okay, remind yourself that you are in complete control and that you're not going to go back down that poverty line. We don't want to stay in that poverty mindset, because if you are manifesting, if you're here, more than likely you are trying to build up, you're manifesting wealth, you're manifesting abundance. So you need to step into that now. So stop living in lack. Stop letting those thoughts of lack attack you. They don't exist. And a lot of times we got to remember, worrying is a problem that you may never have. That's what my uncle said. It was really funny. Okay. But, you know, it's a problem. Worrying is like creating a problem that you may never have. So when we're sitting there like, oh my God, I only have this much money and I have to pay this bill, and we're rocking back and forth and we are tripping, what ends up happening is, okay, what ends up happening is, you know, we just spiral. We end up spiraling, and then the anxiety starts to pop up, and then the worry, and then you start to, all of your fears and the worst thoughts start to pop up. Remember, everything is always working out for you, best case scenario. The universe brought you the bill in the first place. So because the universe brought you the bill, we can believe too that the universe can bring the solution for the bill, and that we don't have to worry about it. Okay. It brought it to me. Okay. I'm using light. I have to have light in my house. So that means I got to pay for it, but that's okay, because the universe already brought me the light. It's going to bring me the money to pay for the lights. Okay, it's going to bring me the money it brought me the car, so now it's going to bring me the money to pay for the car. It's already brought me the dream house, so now I'm going to, it's also going to bring me the money to buy the dream house. So there's nothing, the anxiety is just, your mind is really, this is what's happening with anxiety. Okay, and this is based on Dr. Joe Dispenza. I love his work, so you will always hear me talking about Dr. Joe Dispenza. I just love his work, and I follow him, you know, so that's just what I do. So anyways, he talks about how the brain is used to, like, it's excreting a chemical that is fight or flight. Okay, so this chemical that is being released in your brain is actually your body is getting used to it. So what the chemical really, what I'm trying to say is, okay, let me just stop. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that we have this chemical in our body that is supposed to only be excreted when we are in a highly stressful situation, like we're running from a lion, we're running from a bear, we're in a fight or flight situation. And what ends up happening is things in our everyday life, like this mechanism, this chemical is only supposed to be released when you are in a highly stressed out thing. But what happens when it's every single day? Your body is actually excreting too much of this, and it can be harmful. It is harmful to the body. It creates diseases because the body is at this really high level of stress, and it can't take too much of the chemical. So it's making us sick, and our body actually becomes dependent on it. The body starts to want to hear more about the worries and the doubts so that it can get more of that stuff. But it's really making the body sick. So what happens when we stop excreting the anxiety? When we're checking our thoughts, we actually release serotonin, which is a good chemical that it actually helps the body stay well. So if instead of me worrying, because either way it goes, I have to put energy somewhere. I have to either put the energy into my worries, doubts, and fears and scary stuff, or I put it into what I want to manifest. So either way it goes, I have two choices. Things will manifest no matter what. It's going to manifest no matter what. So you might as well manifest what you want to happen. You might as well put all of your energy into what you want to happen. So for example, I would, instead of thinking about I'm broke, and putting all that energy and creating this ball of nonsense and worry and fear, no, I am going to put all of my emphasis into building and to creating the life that I do want. So I'm not going to let the anxiety, those things that are giving me fear, I'm going to remind myself that they can't really harm me, and that I'm protected, and that everything's going to work out best case scenario, not worst case scenario. So even though worst case scenario is popping up and it's like, oh my God, I'm scared, we're going to go back to everything is working out best case scenario. There are no fears. I am not afraid. I am brave. I'm going to do some affirmations. Maybe you need to tell yourself, I am brave. Okay, let's go on to the next question. So I hope that helps. When the anxiety, identify, so just real quick, identify what is making you anxious, what is giving you fear and worry, and then what you do is you flip those thoughts to what you do want whenever they pop up. Some people use a rubber band, so like when that thought, I'm broke, and it gives you anxiety, they pop that rubber band and they're like, no, I'm not, I'm wealthy, and you flip it. So get used to flipping your thoughts. Pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to why you are becoming anxious. Okay, the next question is, what if my manifestation is not working? What if it's not coming? Okay, we are not going to use that language anymore. We don't use the language that it's not working, that it's not coming. We are not going to talk about that. What we are going to say is that it is working. Even in the 3D, even if our 3D reality is showing that it's not. We have to starve our 3D reality. We have to starve the monster, because I'm like, to me it's just like a monster. It's like a monkey in the corner screaming and causing all this chaos, and it's like, hey, look at me. And I'm just like, no, you don't exist. Because if things in my 3D reality are not showing up, it's not aligning to what I want, then I'm not going to pay it any attention. Oh no, we're going to switch that around, okay? So let's say that you are manifesting, you're manifesting something. I don't know. You're manifesting you're manifesting a new job, okay? And it feels like it's not coming, and maybe you've applied and you even went on an interview and you thought this was your dream job and you still did not get the job. We're not going to say that it's not coming. No, what we're going to believe is it's still coming. Maybe that wasn't it. That wasn't the perfect one. The universe has something better in store for me. It's going to bring me. God is going to create this. He's going to create the perfect thing at the perfect time. And it's going to be delivered through the universe, in divine timing. So we want to make sure that we just keep that thought. We got to understand, some manifestations come in, they come instantly. So like you can think it and it comes. Some comes in a few hours. Some comes in a few days. Some comes in a few weeks. Some comes in a few years. There are things that I'm still manifesting. I've been manifesting for years, and I have not given up. Every day, no, that thing is still coming. It's just really big, so maybe it's a lot of things in the universe has to be moved so that I can receive this. And we just want to remember, we do not want to use the language, it's not working. We do not want to use the language, I give up. None of those. And like I said, check out my video, Putting in the Work, because putting in the work is going to let you know what you have to put in the work. It's not going, everything does not come easily. Everything does not come all peaches and cream all the time. And remember, the how and the when are not our business. That's not our business. Our job is just to believe. So don't give up your belief. Either way it goes, you have to believe. Either you believe or you don't believe. And whichever one you choose is going to manifest, because you're manifesting either way it goes. So do not say it's not working. Say it is working and keep affirming until it shows up. It shows up or something better. Okay? Yes. All right. The next thing is, the next question was, how can I find my soulmate? Okay. This is really interesting because this actually, when people are looking for their soulmate, they're actually looking for the outside. They're thinking of the outside of their realm. They're thinking the outside realm. Soulmate has to come from outside. It's an external person, or whatever. No. Actually, soulmate comes from within. So you finding your soulmate, it starts right here. It is not an external thing. Our soulmates, because your soulmate is they have that you share the same soul. Okay, you share. That's what I believe, because like in Islam, we believe like God created a soul. He created all humanity from one single soul, and then from its soul, He created its mate. So to me, I'm thinking like, okay, from what my understanding of this whole thing is that we share the same soul. So I have to love my soul so much. If I love this soul the most, and I take care of this soul the most, what is going to happen is that my other divine half will have to show up. It will love me just as much because we share the same soul. So it's really important that if you want to find your soulmate, you have to go within. This means that you have to practice self-love. Self-love is the key. I keep telling people this. I don't know if they believe me or not. And it took me a while. And I remember, in high school, and they're talking about, you got to love yourself. You got to have confidence. You got to build your self-esteem. I never really understood what that meant until I started actually studying the law of attraction. And especially as a mother of 4, as a mother in general, it doesn't even, at 4 is just intensified and magnified and multiplied. But as a mother in general, or a parent in general, you lose a lot of your self-love because you are you're giving away a lot of it to the little people, so you put yourself a lot of times as a parent on the back burner. That means, like when you want to buy things for yourself and you're like, I don't really need it. The kids could use that. I could use that to buy the kids clothes or food or toys, or put into extracurricular activities, and we end up forgetting about ourselves. So that's just coming from a parental point of view about any love that you're trying to receive from, be it a soulmate, or from your children, or from family, or from friends, or from just people in general. It all starts within. Our soul. You have to go within. You have to tell yourself, I love you. You are amazing. Do your affirmations. Write them down. Get a notebook. Like I have my notebook here. It's filled, I'm not filled, but it's getting there. Like I have a ton of stuff. So it's really important that you are writing down your affirmations. I am beautiful. Take care of yourself. Take care. And although we have children, or you're looking for your soulmate, take care of yourself. Buy yourself flowers. Take yourself out to eat. Take yourself shopping. Do things you love. Take care of your hobbies. Remind yourself how amazing you are before you go to bed every night. How great. Forgive yourself for things. Go ahead, forgive yourself for those things that you haven't been able to forgive yourself for. And you're going to see a huge, huge impact in your day-to-day life. And you will also, not only will you see a huge impact in your day-to-day life, but soulmate is going to appear. And you may even get more than one, because that's birds before land. But your ultimate one will show up. So just know that when you start doing self-love, other people are attracted to that. Okay? You don't have to weed through all the fishes in the sea. And finally, you will know when your divine half shows up, because some people, they get into the guessing game. And I tell people to stop guessing. Don't guess who it is. Stop guessing. Okay? They're like, maybe it's this person, maybe it's that person. You don't need to guess who it is, Because when that person arrives, just like, wait, they're over here. Okay, just like them, these little birdies. Okay, you will come together. It will be like a magnet. You will immediately know. You will recognize the other half of your soul. So I hope that you guys enjoyed my question and answer session. I will be doing more of these. So if you have questions that you would like for me to answer in more depth, then make sure that you comment below. You can also email me, and I'll put my email address in the description box below as well. And make sure that you check out my podcast, the Manifesting Bubble. Got to do it opposite. I'm tripping. Okay. So we'll also do the Manifesting Bubble. And I do have a website. If you want one-on-one coaching with me and you want to go in more depth, or if you want me to script for you, please visit www.CelineMonique.com. And yeah, share questions. Comment below with a question if you have a question that you want me to answer. And I'm going to be doing a question and answer session on Manifesting Bubble podcast. So make sure that you get your question in there. All right. I would love to answer it. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Assalamu alaikum.